And good morning from Mount Vernon, Washington. You look behind me, you see the destruction after an Interstate 5 bridge collapsed into the Skagit River. In a few minutes, we'll hear from a victim who fell into the river. That coming up here in just a few moments on KHQ.
Right now at 6:30.
And here in the Inland Northwest, here is a live look at our Department of Transportation sky cams over the roadways as people get up and get ready to head out of town for the big Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Kalai Chalk in for Sean and Shelley alongside Dave Law. And Dave, so far, blue skies and sunshine.
And unfortunately, you don't have to travel too far to the south to find cloud cover and rain showers. It's that close, and it's also in our daily forecast for today. You know, we'll actually see these vivid, bright, vibrant blue skies. Yeah, got to use all them positive adjectives while we got it. Well, we'll cloud up here very quickly as band makes its way in, and our high temperatures today are well below average by 10 degrees, 58 degrees. That's it. And you know, even leaning forward as the rain showers end earlier this evening, we'll probably actually see a return of rain showers for your forecast for Saturday. But the positive sign, besides all those pleasant adjectives, is that we're going to see a few degrees of warming on Saturday as well as on into Sunday. So we're going to wrap this holiday up on the dry side, Kalai.
All right, Dave, thank you. And a lot of people are looking to the weather forecast as they get ready to travel this weekend. It's set to be a hectic one, and Katie Steiner has new details from the Washington State Patrol this morning about how to take action to make sure that your holiday weekend is safe and fun when you hit the road. Katie?
Good morning, Kalai. Well, a lot of you guys are going to be driving on I-90, other roads across the state, and WSP wants to give you a few reminders about what you should do on the roads, just to make sure that you are safe and also you are keeping the passengers in your car safe, along with everyone else with the road. First, make sure you do not drink and drive. Half of all crashes on larger roads here in Washington state are because of a drunk driver. Second, make sure you wear your seatbelt. It will save your life in a crash. Third, no tailgating. I catch myself doing this once in a while. Just slow down a little bit so you don't rear end someone. They're going to get there faster anyway. Fourth, pay attention. No texting and driving. Make sure you keep that phone off when you are behind the wheel. So just make sure you stay safe this holiday weekend on the roads and really wherever you travel. Reporting in Spokane, Katie Steiner, KHQ Local News Today.
Katie, thank you. Well, Memorial Day travel on the west side is shaping up to be a nightmare for those headed north of Seattle. This is the aftermath of a bridge collapse on I-5 near Mount Vernon. Blake Jensen is live with the latest as thousands prepare to hit the roads for Memorial Day weekend. He has a look at the damage.
Kalai, good morning. You know, we should be right in the middle of a pretty active commute right now, but haven't seen a car pass over the Interstate 5 here for several hours. That, of course, because it is closed down. You see the destruction behind me after this bridge collapse here on Interstate 5 in between Burlington and Mount Vernon. That collapse happening at about 7 o'clock last night sent 3 people in their cars plummeting into the chilly Skagit River. And those 3 people, remarkably this morning, are all in local hospitals, alive and in stable condition. Emergency workers describing it as a miracle that anybody could survive an accident, a collapse like this one. And we hear from one of those survivors, Dan Sly, as he describes what happened moments before he plummeted into the water.
There was a loud boom, a big puff of dust, it appeared. The truck somehow made it across that span as we locked up the brakes and went right off the edge of the bridge into the Skagit River with the whole section.
So much to be thankful for this morning, as he is now well and in stable condition, as I mentioned, at a local hospital. Now, the cause of this bridge collapse is still under an investigation right now, being handled by the Washington State Patrol. Eventually, later on today, a team from the National Traffic Safety Board expected to be on scene. They will be then taking over the investigation from there. But I can tell you this, multiple eyewitnesses report that a wide load semi-truck moved through the area, clipped one of the overhead girders, close, and then moments later the bridge collapsed, causing for those 3 people to be plunged into the Skagit River. Now, as you can imagine, traffic here a little bit hectic this morning. There are only 2 other crossings here in Mount Vernon to get across the river from Burlington. Again, those areas, State Route 9, and then if you're coming into the west side of Mount Vernon. So again, as you can imagine, traffic going to be a little bit hectic as you head into the Memorial Day weekend. Governor Jay Inslee here on scene asking for your patience as they start the rebuilding process here. Kalai.
Your coverage this morning. An armed robbery at a Zip Trip in North Spokane. It happened at the intersection of Madison and Wellesley. New video into the newsroom shows the scene. Police say a man walked in with a handgun and ordered everyone to the ground. This is the 8th armed robbery in 2 weeks in Spokane County. Police are looking to all of the incidents to see if there are any similarities.
We have to take each one of these as an individual, but it will certainly be looked at along with the other ones, both in city and county and some of the surrounding jurisdictions.
Witnesses described the suspect as a Hispanic male, about 5'1", wearing dark clothing and a distinctive neck tattoo. If you know anything, you're asked to call Crime Check.
Right now, your weather on the 6s.
Good Friday morning, actually tracking a band of precipitation that'll be swinging through southeastern Washington as well as northward into the Spokane Interstate 90 corridor. In the meantime, enjoy those blue skies and that very bright sunrise this morning, 40 degrees with calm winds. Now, as we take a look at what you can plan on, clouds will be marching in from the south towards the north, thickening up. Near the noontime hour, we could probably actually see a little bit of rain shower activity extending until the early afternoon. 58 is all we're going to see. Partly cloudy skies tonight with a full bright moon, 41 degrees. And on Saturday, it looks as though most of the showers will be during the afternoon from Spokane northward to the Canadian border. 63 degrees is your initial warm temperature forecast. We'll take a look at the rest of your holiday weekend coming up in just a few minutes, Clyde.
All right, Dave, thanks. This morning, thousands of pounds of debris are strewn across acres of central Oklahoma, just days after an F5 tornado ripped through the heartland of America. This morning, KHQ's local news reporter Alex Rozier is live with the latest on how the recovery effort is progressing.
Kalai, good morning. Joining me right now is Steve Ganaway, who has been working hard this morning cleaning up. And Steve, kind of talk about what's next as far as the cleanup process on day 4.
Well, primarily today we're just trying to go through this structure here for these people, getting out any valuable things that we can use or that they can use or keep, mementos or anything like that, important documents or things that they may need for later on for insurance purposes or banking or whatever. And then we'll be taking this stuff to a storage unit for them and unloading it. Basically getting everything of value out of this house for them so that it'll be free and clear to go in and demolish and clear out.
And one of the incredible things about Steve, it says a lot about this story. Steve's from Joplin, Missouri. 2 years ago, a tornado struck that community. And Steve, this must bring back tough memories for you.
Yeah, it's kind of like deja vu or Groundhog Day all over again, and I don't mean to say that candidly or anything, but it's sickening. It's when I walk into this territory, or when our group comes down here, we're from Carterville Christian Church, and as we came down to help, everybody was involved in that one up there, and it was just it's just like we're at home, and it's sad.
And as a news affiliate in Washington State, what can people in our area, in the inland Northwest, do to help these people?
Well, primarily is pray. Number 2, it is so important that you send money to you can't come yourself, but to send to organizations such as the Red Cross and disaster relief and those people, because they've been so brilliantly abundant being in the area to help us with food, water, just to lift our morale and stuff like that. So number 1, pray, and number 2, if you get an opportunity to send money or to do anything like that to those organizations, do it, because they're the ones that really have their boots on the ground here and knowing what is actually needed. They're coordinating with the city of Moore here, and they tell them through Serve More, that's the organization basically running this, is what they need and the help they can have.
Steve Ganaway joining us live this morning on KHQ Local News Today from Joplin, Missouri. We're going to send it back to you in the studio.
Alex, thanks. And for more information on how you can help, you can also donate to the Red Cross. For information, just go to our website, khq.com. Well, Matt Rogers this morning is at Riverside State Park. He's showing us a great action cam about events at the park where your children can get involved outdoors.
All right, thank you very much, Kalai, and yeah, welcome to Riverside State Park, the bowl and pitcher overlook area. Beautiful here, and joining me this morning with Spokane Parks and Rec Department, we've got Andrew Fuzak. Good morning to you, Andrew.
Good morning, Matt. How are you?
Doing well. A little foggy, a little chilly, but other than that, well, and these kids they don't mind it. We're talking biking and really some great summer programs for our area youth. Andrew, talk a little bit about that.
Well, we have a 6-week camp program based out of Riverside State Park for ages 8 to 13, and part of it is bicycling in this area. There's amazing trails. We'll be riding a mix of dirt and street, learn about how bikes work and some stewardship, having a good time. We'll also be kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, and canoeing on some of the area lakes and possibly Little Spokane River.
How fun is that? Now, you know, we're keeping them kind of contained here this morning because, quite frankly, Andrew, I'd never be able to keep up with them if we cut them loose on the trails. But what do folks need to know about ages, costs, things like that if they want to maybe enroll their kids in some of these programs?
Well, each week costs $189. The camp runs from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And you can sign up at SpokaneParks.org.
Okay.
Or you can call the city at 625-6200. And
they'll get to participate in all of those different things you talked about then. Is that how it works?
Oh, there's 3 themed weeks. There's All Adventure Week, where they do a mix of water activities, a little bit of survival skills, and challenge course experience for a little team building.
Yeah.
Other week is Water Week. That's the canoeing, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, and we'll take a field trip to Splashdown. But hear this, 10% off for 3 or more camps, and we have spots open for the biking camp. It'll be really fun. That's what we do in Spokane. We go paddling, we go biking.
You bet.
We play outside.
Wow. And then what's the number to call? Where do they need to go to sign up or get more information?
SpokaneParks.org is probably the best bet.
Okay.
If you have trouble with that, 509-625-6200.
All right.
And they'll help you out.
Andrew Fuzak, thank you so much here on this chilly, foggy morning. But you know what? We're having fun. I don't know, as typical kids, you know, something was going on over there. They must have spotted a squirrel or something. But they're back on their bikes and riding, having a good time. So yeah, if you're looking for something for your kids to do this summer, Kalai, well, here you go. This might just be your ticket. We'll send things back to you.
Yeah, and Andrew seems like a fun dude too. So of course those kids are having a lot of fun, and it's not even 7 o'clock in the morning yet. 6:43 to be exact. You're watching KHQ Local News, and we'll be right back.
The shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by.